Hello, people. It's Bravo, and I am back. Oh my god, bro. It's been like 2 months since I've done anything on this channel. I had a ban. And the thing is that I could have been making stuff, but I just was like, well, I only want to do gaming right now. I still don't know what to do outside of that yet. So, yep, and during my ban, I decided to play Crew 2 a bunch, and I even bought Motorfest as well. So yeah, that'll be probably the future of the channel for a minute until I decide what to do next. So today I'm going to be doing. Just gonna be doing my collection today because my collection has expanded like crazy since I've been playing this game. So I'm pretty sure like when I first got the game, I don't know, I had like I don't know like 30 something cars, but now I have like just at 100. So yeah, I got some crazy stuff. But I'll be doing this, and then what time is it right now? It's like 9:30 right now, so I might go live. I might not. And then also TikTok, they have like this 30-minute video stuff, so I'm probably gonna be doing that as well. So yeah. All right, let's get started. Oh yeah. Well, before we get into the collection, I gotta show you guys how good I'm doing on this summit, bro. Like I've never done this good. But then again, the levels are like super duper hard, and like your average dude is not gonna want to do all that. So I'm happy that I had the patience to like actually like master this shit and make it so I'm like in the top percentile. Well, not really top percentile, but like good enough to get all four prizes. So yeah. This is literally the only thing I like about this game is the loading. Like, I think it's when you first open the game, um, when you go to the summit from the menu, the shit is crazy. Like it is so like I just don't like it. But as you can see, I'm in rank 947. Like I've never in my life, I've never in my freaking life done this well. Like okay, so we have 200 followers, 200,000 followers. The Underglow, the Nitro is like gold. That's really sick. And then we're gonna be getting the 350Z Roadster Ultimate. And I was looking at that and I was like, man, I hope I can get it. But nah, bro, look, I am killing it. Let me see. Did my friend do it yet? Friends. Nope. Yeah, because he was trying to grind to get that Bugatti, but it looks like he's not even up here yet. But yeah, I'm literally still in the top 1,000 with, what, 5 days left? Well, I know I just started yesterday, but still. Yeah. Man. I would probably take up all my recording time if I were to go through all of these, but literally, this one, the Buoy Smash, was like this airplane level with like these little small ass balloons, like water balloons you have to hit. It's for the airplane. I don't like it. And then we had like the slalom with like an Alpha GP car, very tough. Uh, but yeah, the rest of the stuff was pretty easy. It was just like these two up here were really like upsetting the hell out of me. Yeah, this Alpha GP one was terrible, but I think the rest of these are actually pretty okay. So yeah, but yeah, I just don't want to do these again. Cause I remember when I first got this game, I was like terrible at summits because I just couldn't do it, bro. I literally just couldn't do it. It was too much. So yeah, I was failing. This is no. Last week I actually had a aced. Last week I had aced my summit, so I'll be doing that again this week, which is awesome. So yeah, let's just get straight to it. Let's get to the collection. That's what you guys want to see, I hope. Alright, so we go to catalog, and we go to collection. So yeah, I have 103 cars. Alright. So yeah, no, this is not my car. This is not my car. Oh wait, I have to go to vehicles. What am I doing? Oh yeah, they also added like 6 new vehicles, which are going to be like the final six, which are going to be like the final 6 vehicles of this game, because you know Crew 2 is obviously not the latest Crew game anymore. So yeah. All right, so yeah, we got the Alpha, whatever Alpha, got the Aston. And actually, you know what? This car is actually, I don't really mess with Astons like that, but the way that this looks in the blue, man, this thing is gorgeous. I love it, and I think the stock wheels are what I used it for. I think those stock wheels, but yeah, this car is just so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, S5, the TT. They have this. M2 Beehive edition with those like construction tires. Uh, Something you're gonna notice about my collection is that is that most of these cars have the stock wheels, just because in this game they allow you to pick like multiple stock wheels, so I think that's really cool. So yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, most of these cars have stock wheels unless it's a car like this, where it's like a special edition and like the wheels are just off, but they're still stock. Because I don't think you can change the wheels on like these crazy edition type cars. Uh, then we have the Cadillac Escalade. So I don't even know why. I think this is for a bundle for a challenge. A lot of these cars, they're like are not my taste, or just from bundles for the summit. So yeah, that's something interesting about this game is that you're kind of forced to drive certain cars, which I like and I don't like. I like it because it opens me up to like different types of cars. Even though I am a car guy, there's just some type of cars I really don't like these luxury SUVs I really don't care for. Because what's the point of having a big and slow car? It's just ridiculous. But yeah. So there's that. Then I have the Camaro RS, and then literally the next day when the summit started, they dropped this new car, the Ghost Edition. So yeah, that's pretty sick. And then we have the ZL1, which I got for reaching level 100. I really haven't driven it much. And then the ZR1, in this special blue color I made. We have the DeLorean Rad Edition. I was so happy when I finally figured out how to get this car. I remember me and my mom were talking. We were like, yo, you need that car. And I was like, I don't even know how to get it. But yeah, really sick car. I don't really drive it much just because when I first got it, I was driving it like all the time. So yeah. Then we got the Hellcat. This is the Demon, not the Hellcat. I don't really know the difference. I think the Demon has like the little fender flares, but yeah, that's about it. But yeah, this is the cop version. It's very sluggish. The handling just really slows it down. So yeah, we got the Viper, absolutely gorgeous car. What is this? This is a Ducati that I probably driven once. I have 12 miles on it, so yeah. And then we have the Taxi with these crazy ass wheels. Okay. And then we have, this is the Lime Edition Mustang Boss. Oh man, I need to take this car out for a spin, man. It just looks so cool. I love it. And then this is also another new car, the Jaguar D-Type. I remember Project Gotham. This is like one of my favorite cars to drive. So yeah, I'm happy to see this car. Well, I think it was in Forza, so really not super new, but I don't really play Forza often, so happy to see this in the game again. And then we have the Jaguar XE, really cool. I customized this earlier today. Man, I can't get enough of the way this car looks. I'm going to do a photo shoot with this car pretty soon, I'm pretty sure, because it's just ridiculous. I love the way it looks. Yeah, also another new car. Do we have the Jeep? I drove 8 miles. I drove it once. I don't care for these. I know it's the SRT version, but still I don't care for Jeeps like that. But this Jeep right here, it's a piece of crap. It costs like $10,000, and I was like challenging myself to like win races with it, and it's actually pretty fun. The handling being bad, but it being like really like fast in a straight line is crazy. So yeah, as you can see, the top speed is 225, which is ridiculous. Like, can my SRT? It's 228. That's crazy how like in video games, all these cars go 200 miles an hour like it ain't shit. Definitely wild. Then we have the Kawasaki Ninja. This thing right here is ridiculous. I absolutely love this car. Oh, I'm sorry, bike. I'm kind of sleepy, Ever since my band, I've been like getting my life together, sort of, you could say. So like I've been like going to sleep on time and shit. Like I usually go to sleep around 9. All right. So next up we have the KTM Crossbow. Another free car from my season pass. Nothing hella crazy. I do like the way it looks though. I prefer the Crossbow GT4. This version is just a bit basic for me. And then we have the Gallardo. Arguably the best car in street racing. Even though some people say it's the 3000 GT. The 3000 GT is pretty killer. But I guess depending on how good you are at driving in this game, it could be either one. But yeah, this Gallardo was really sick. Next up we have the Maserati Ghibli. Man, I was so happy when I found out this car was in the game, because literally, like, I think this car is a unicorn. Because I've really never seen it in any other game. So yeah, this is a huge W for Ubisoft or whoever the hell made this game. I think it was Ubisoft. But yeah, huge W for adding this car to the game. Love the Ghibli. Then we have the Levante Trofeo. I don't really care for this SUV, but you know I've had to use it in a few summits, so you know that's just what it is. Plus it was a bundle, so I bought this one along with the Ghibli. So yeah. Then we have the GLC. I just don't care for Benz trucks at all. Yeah, this is also free. These two are free, so I really don't care. And then we have the VR4 Nowruz edition. This thing is killer. I love this car. This car is crazy as hell. I love the way it looks. I have this in Motorfest in black. This thing is ridiculous. I love it. Okay, but this car I do not love. This thing, it looks cool, but it's terrible. For some reason, all of the front-wheel drive cars in this game are they're just horrible. I hate it. So yeah, that sucks. But it looks cool though. The FTO is a really nice car, but yeah. Terrible. Then we have the Lancer Evo, one of my favorite cars ever. I put some crazy stuff on it, but yeah, still a nice car. We have this MV Agusta. I think this is one of those fantasy brands. I don't really care for this thing. Okay, so here we are. We have the GTR Haru edition. Okay, so this is one of the new cars. Put this crazy ass livery on it. That's about it. We have the R34. Nothing crazy. I gave it like a little track look. I'm gonna give it a livery too. Because I was banned, so I couldn't do liveries. So yeah. We got the Speedster. This is a crazy car. I love it. And then this thing is really crazy. Like this thing is so fast, which is crazy. 226 top speed, unreal. Cayman GT4, very underwhelming. I'll be honest, it's super underwhelming. Sparker C8 also underwhelming, but I'm pretty sure it is in real life as well. So you know. But I like the way it looks. We have a GSX. Oh man, that color. Ah, I love that color I put on it. I totally forgot I did that. Oh man, that is a nice color. The TVR Griffith, nothing crazy. Then we have the Beetle. How do you say that? Kahaki edition? Kahakai edition? I guess. But yeah, I got this from the last week's? No, not last week's summit. The week before, because we didn't get any cars last week's summit. But the week before last, I got this one and the another one you'll see. But yeah, this thing is like really fast. Once again, top speed is 226. I guess that's like a thing for all of these street cars. They're 226 top speed. But yeah, this thing is really, really cool. It's really slow on Motorfest though. I've noticed that, which does suck. We have this Volkswagen Golf, nothing crazy. Got it for a summit. I don't really like it. But this right here, the Crown Vic Limo Drift. This thing is like so good at drifting. You know, if you guys ever played the Crew 2, you know the handling is a bit trash. It's like Need for Speed Heat, except a little bit better. But this thing actually kind of handles like an actual drift car in like your average like racing game. So yeah, I bought this for a summit and I was like, oh god, this is gonna be a disaster. But no, this is literally like probably my favorite drift car, if not maybe the 370. But this thing is absolutely killer. Alright, then we have the RX-7 edition. This thing is terrible. Either that, or maybe it was because it was like my first drift car. So the handling really like threw me off. I was like, oh, this handling is terrible. I do not like it. So maybe that's what it is. But I don't use this for drifting. I don't like it. I mean, the car obviously is gorgeous, but when it comes to drifting, I really don't see why the RX-7 is really considered a drift car. Like, even in real life, this RX-7 is... I mean, what was Mazda thinking? Like, was this supposed to be a track car, or what? Like, this thing is only good as a race car when it's, like, souped up to the max. So, yeah. Cool car, just not really ideal for racing or drifting or anything, in my opinion. Next, we have the 370. This one's a decent drift car. R34... I mean, I got this back when the RX-7 and the R34 were my only drift car options, so this one was okay. It's like in the middle for me. We have the Roof 3400, which comes stock as a drift car. That's crazy. So, then there's that. I only got it because it really looks nice. I really like Roof, but unfortunately all of the Roofs are like drift cars. or well, not really drift cars, like special editions. Like some of them drift cars, some of them are drag cars, and then I think one of them was like off road. But it was like there's like no like base model roofs, which does suck, you know. But I mean, you can't expect the game to be perfect. This is the only video game manufacturer I know of that has roof in their games, so I guess. And then I got bored and bought. Oh no, I didn't get bored. No, this car was on sale one day, so yeah, I bought the Shelby GT 500 Drift Edition. Um, you know what's crazy is that surprisingly, this thing is actually good at drifting. I don't have any drift parts, so I can't upgrade it. But this thing is actually really good. I totally forgot I had this in my collection. But yeah, the drifting with this thing is actually pretty good. So, yeah. Maybe because it just handles, like I said, kind of like the Crown Vic situation. It just handles like an actual like drift car, unlike the other ones that just are just ridiculously. God, I stuttered. Ridiculously lightweight, so they just slide all over the place. No, this thing actually is like stable. You can say that. Okay, so we got my two drag cars. We got the Corvette Stingray, which is easily the best drag car in the game. I don't really use drag races that much, so I literally have like no parts for my drag cars. And then we have the Proto. This isn't a real car. This is Proto. That's a made up manufacturer again. But obviously, for obvious reasons, I bought this car. The shit looks crazy. Like it literally looks like it came out of a volcano. You know? So yeah. All right, hypers. We got the Divine Edition Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 plus. Absolutely crazy. This is the fastest car. Well, not the fastest because the drag cars are faster, but excluding the drag cars, this is my fastest car in my collection. This thing is crazy, and I was actually required to buy it for this current summit. So yeah, I was like, I'm never buying a Bugatti in this game unless it's in a bundle. So yeah, this was my week. But yeah, very very cool. And you know what's crazy is that me and my friend were doing New York Hypercar earlier today, and this dude's connection was so bad, we just lagged out like at like 80%. I was so pissed. So, cause I was so close to beating my record, this guy was showing me all the shortcuts and shit, and it's just like, wow, can't even do it. So yeah, that sucks. But yeah, until then, my Tempesta, which is another fake car, but it looks really cool. I love the way it looks. This is my current record holder for New York Hypercar. Look at the mileage, 374 miles. Absolutely ridiculous. And then next we have the 812, nothing crazy. I never really care for these. I prefer the F12 over the 812, but unfortunately the F12 ended up in Street Race, which is unfortunate because I mean the F12 is no slouch. But you know that sucks. Whatever. All right. The LaFerrari. The LaFerrari is one of those cars that I like, and sometimes I just don't like, because, I mean, it's just so overrated, and it's like barely a hypercar, but I put this crazy-ass livery on it, so it looks cool to me. Alright, next up we have the GMA T50. Oh, man. You gotta love the T50. It's a ridiculous car. I love it. Literally the second coming of the F1. Alright. So next up we have this CX-75 Concept XO Edition. I think this was part of a summit. I don't really know. It might have been from I don't really remember. But this thing is pretty sick too. Alright. So yeah, here we go. We got the Jaguar XJ220. This is a new car. It literally, when they added it to the game, I just realized it's new. But I'm like, wow, you guys are just not adding the XJ220? Like, bro, this car is in like all the racing games. You guys are just not doing that? But whatever, it's in here now. But yeah, pretty sick. I put a big ass spoiler on the back of it. I probably might take it off because it just don't fit. But what I think is crazy, let me show you guys something. This car is 7 feet wide. And let me see, how do you do it? I think it's the fender. Look at this shit. Look at this. You can add a wide body to a car that is already 7 feet. The car is 7 feet wide. You put a wide body on it? Unreal. That's absolutely wild. But I think they had like some like track versions of the XJ220. I think the TWR. I don't think they put a wide body. I really don't know. I mean, it's possible. I don't really know much. I'm not really a Jaguar nerd like that. Not really. I don't really care. Like, obviously the I-Pace, that's my favorite SUV. Other than that, I don't really care for Jaguar, so yeah. And then we have the Egoista. Another car that's only like in the crew, so I think that's pretty sick. Well, it's in asphalt, but who the fuck plays asphalt in 2024? So yeah. This is actually my first hypercar I bought. I don't remember why I bought this. I think it was for a Summit. But as you can see, I got 627 miles on it, so I've had it for a long time. I'm trying to remember if I bought this because I just liked the way it looked, or if it was for a Summit. But, yeah, my favorite, no, not my favorite, it's one of my favorites, but, no, I meant to say my first hypercar in my collection. And then I bought the MC12, I think it was on sale, because it's super duper slow. The McLaren P1, that was from the boss battle, I don't really use it much. Overrated ass car. Pagani Huayra, it looks nice in the blue, but it's terrible in my opinion. And then the Proto Flashback. The only redeeming factor about this car is the looks. The handling is so trash. The top speed is 283, but I literally can't even reach that because this shit, the acceleration is terrible. Alright, so now we got Rally Raid. Got the Peugeot 3008. This thing is, this was like the car that you use for the Rally Raid, like time attacks, or not time attacks, like time trials, I think. And like this is the car that you always go against. So like I used to always think this car was slow, but like now that I like unlocked it, I think you unlock it when you reach like level 300 or something like that. So when I actually unlocked it and maxed it, this thing is crazy. Like I assumed that all Rally Raid cars were slow, and in my opinion, I would say that all these Rally Raid cars are pretty slow for the most part. This one might just be the fastest one. So yeah. Then I won this car from the previous, well not the previous one, but the one before last week's Summit, along with the Beetle. They gave us two of these. This was for the April Fools. Man, that was a crazy ass Summit. But I did enjoy the challenge though overall, I'm not gonna lie to you, even though I was frustrated, the challenge was pretty sick. So yeah. This thing is ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. A Dodge Charger, a 69 Charger, Rally Raid version, and it looks like this, like wow. This shit is ridiculous. And it has like stuff in the trunk, like the trunk is like taken off and there's like junk in it. It's yeah. F-150, that was a free car, so I don't really care. Aero Nomad is free, but the Aero Nomad really helped with like me making progress with the Rally Raid stuff. This thing is ridiculous. So I think either this one or the Peugeot 3008, they're like both tied for like super duper fast. So yeah, don't really know which one is faster though. Okay, now this car right here, I got 42 miles on it. All 42 of those miles was spent trying to win this one fucking race. That, oh my god, dude, it was such a, oh my god, dude, this was a terrible race that I did with this car. I literally was like fighting to get third place with some Rally Raid race. And oh my god, I shit you not, it probably took me like half an hour to complete a race that takes like 2.5 minutes at the most. The handling, terrible. I hate this car with a fucking passion. I literally have not touched this car in Motorfest. I don't want to. I can't sell cars. If I could sell cars, this would be the first car I sell. I hate it. Even in real life, I don't really care for the GTO Judge. I just prefer the other one. But yeah. I got a Proto Buggy. Haven't driven it much. Only 24 miles. X-Class. This was a free car, I believe. So I just used this. I didn't feel like using the Nomad. So yeah. It's whatever. In the middle. Yeah, then we have a KTM 450. This is my only motorbike, so yeah, this is from motorbike races. Oh man, I don't know how the hell I got the hang on motorbike races, because when I first like started this game, the motorbike races were so much of a pain in my ass. Oh my god, I did not like him at all. Like literally, it was terrible doing motorbike. I literally did not start winning motorbike races until I maxed it. Like that's how bad the motorbikes handle in this game. Okay, so now we have the Camaro Rallycross cop car. I got this one because I needed a Rallycross cop car. I've driven it 15 miles. I only did it like to complete some events and get little my little credit for doing it. And then we have my two Rallycross cars that I actually do take seriously with races. But it was either today or yesterday when I found out that this car is actually better than the Porsche. The Renault 5. This thing is a beast. Like, off the line, the Porsche is better, but the Renault 5 is more balanced. Like, if we exclude off the line, this thing is better. Better handling, better braking, better, just better everything, honestly. And then we have my monster trucks. Nothing really too crazy. Just a bunch of slow ass monster trucks that I use for, I don't know, monster truck races. Sometimes Summit. That's about it. So yeah, the boss was free. I got this one earlier today. Silverado monster truck. This thing is fast. For monster truck, this thing is super fast. Acceleration is crazy on this thing. The 370, I got some miles on it because I needed it for some summits. SVT. This thing is big and slow. I don't even know why I got this. I think this is a free one. I don't remember. Then we got the derby cars. Nothing really too crazy. I don't really care. Alright, so now we have TC. What's TC? Track car, I guess? I don't know. But yeah, these are my track cars. The RS3 LMS. This is a car that I always have liked. So to see this car in a video game is really cool. And also, it's front-wheel drive, which is pretty cool because unlike the FTO Mitsubishi, this thing is like super duper fast. So it's kind of hard for you to spin out with this thing, just because the speed will keep you on your feet. Like, look at the top speed, 254 for a front-wheel drive car is absolutely wild. So yeah, really cool stuff. Then we have the M4 Performance. This thing is terrible. 11 miles on it. I couldn't do it. Like, I unlocked this car at level 400. I tried racing with it and it was just terrible. It is like so much worse than the M6. The M6 is really good, but that M4 I hate it. I hate it so much. All right, so now we're moving on to the FXX-K. This thing's a killer. I like it. Nothing really crazy, but it's just it was one of the free cars I got, so I like it. All right. So next up we have the GMA T50S. This is a nice one. I really like the T50S. One of my favorite cars of all time, probably, I'd say. I don't think they're out yet, because it did come out this year. But absolute killer of a car. I love it. All right, next we have the 300 SLR. This was a car given to me for free during some little event. So that's pretty cool. Handling, I don't know why the handling is easy. The handling is terrible in this car. Out of all my track cars, this has the worst handling. Then we have the Zonda R. I got this car because this, once again, one of my favorite cars in the world. Absolutely love it. I don't know how this car has expert handling, but the 300 SLR has easy handling. Are you kidding me, bro? This car handles way better than the SLR. And then this is a car that I was required to get. But hey, I fucks with it. The Baby 935 is a killer. I love it. Once again, handling is stupid because it handles way better than the SLR. Alright, so now I move on to my Alpha GPs. This Proto Alpha is no joke. This thing is crazy fast. I love it. Then we have the Red Bull, which, I mean, some people argue it's better, but I prefer that Proto Alpha. That shit's way better. And then we have this Brawler. I don't really care for it. I don't really care for boat races, not really. They're irritating as fuck because I always hit rocks when I do this. So they have all these boats. This is the one that I use for competitive racing. Wait, can I? Oh shoot, I can max it. I didn't even realize I had parts to max this thing. But overall, I still hate boat races. So we're just gonna skip all these boats. I just hate boat races. I hate them. We have the hovercrafts now. Hovercrafts are pretty sick. I used to hate hovercraft races because, obviously, if you ever driven a hovercraft, they're like unbelievably slippery. Like they're like boats. Like like think of like a sea animal. Like let me think of like it's like an alligator. If you guys are not familiar with hovercrafts, you can drive these on water and on land as well. That's why I said it's like an alligator because they can live on land and in water. So yeah, that's hovercrafts for you. Hovercrafts, they're pretty sick. This one also looks really cool. The Bumblebee. I don't know why they call it the Bumblebee when it's literally green, but yeah. And we're at the end. These are my airplanes. The Edge. Can I upgrade this? What? No way. Oh wait a minute. No, this isn't the one I use. I thought this is the one I use. It isn't. But I just noticed I have a plane called Edge. One of my favorite words, Edge. Also, don't really care about these. This one's really cool. I just love the way it looks. It looks really nice. Pilatus PC-21. I don't really know if that's a real car. But yeah, really sick. And that's it, guys. That's my collection. Dang, bro. It's like 10 now. I was gonna go live, but I'm like really tired, which does suck. But I'm free tomorrow, so I'll be going live. And I'll also be trying to work on a 30-minute video, which I'll probably just doing like LA Hypercar. So yeah, just gonna capitalize on being able to do 30-minute videos before it becomes not trendy again. So yeah, there's that. And then when I go live, I'll be doing Motorfest. But at the moment, I am exhausted. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Bravo out.